ownership. Every file and directory is owned by a user and a group. Okay, you see this directory is owned by user root, and the group, which is his default group, is called admin. The other files in my home directory are all owned by me, and the group is staff, except for this one. This was created by npm for me. Okay, this dot is for the current directory, and the current directory is my home directory. So I own my home directory. The directory above my home directory is the user's directory, and that's owned by root. Dot dot is the directory above the current directory, and it is users. Okay, this is generally what the chown command looks like. Chown stands for change ownership. So you say chown, and then the name of the user you want to change it to, and the group that you want to change it to, and then the file or directory which you are applying these changes to. And these words are just fill-in words. You wouldn't actually use these words. You would write the name of a user here and the name of a group here. You can also, if you just want to change the owner, make it owned by another user, okay, so you would just do chown user and then the file. Now, if you want to just change the group, okay, then you would just omit the first part for the user and then use the group part. Okay, so you can change the user and the group, change the user, or change the group. There's something else. Changing the ownership of a directory. Let's say this was a directory. Changing the ownership of a directory doesn't automatically change all the files and subdirectories to that new owner. To do that, you would put the R option, capital R, so it would look something like this. Okay? Chown, option R, capital R that is, and then what you would usually do. The R is for recursively. Now, you can't give others ownership unless you are an administrator on the machine and you use the sudo command. So all of those commands which I just showed you, they're not going to work the way that I wrote them. You have to put in the beginning the word sudo. It's a command. It's the sudo command. Okay? Now, when you use the sudo command, it asks you for a password. The password that you would use is your own password, not, well, if you know the root, the root user's password, you don't use that one. You use your actual, just regular user's password. Keep in mind that the reason you can use the sudo command and run this chown command is because you are a member of the administrators of the machine. And on a Mac, I believe that name of that group is the admin. What I just said, I'm not sure about. Actually, what you are is you are a sudoer, and I don't know what that means yet, but that's what you need to be. Okay? Now, see, if I type groups, my default group is staff, but I'm also a member of the admin group. And that's what allows me to be able to use the sudo command.